Welcome to Breaking News 10 Cents with 10. We're here today. Everybody's talking about it now. Of course, everybody has an opinion, just like they have an asshole. Damn, I don't think it's been long enough since I started this video to when I was allowed to say a bad word. But anyways, so you may have heard LameStop is doing PSA grading submissions. Hold on. Let me turn the sound down in my headphones. Yes. LameStop. This is a soft launch of PSA grading. Okay. Now, I've got mixed feelings about this, folks. Some people completely hate it. I think the concept is good. But I'll get to the issues in a minute. Let's go over the details. At least what's here on the internet. Pulled up on the interwebs for y'all. You can submit PSA, you can submit cards to PSA for grading through Gamestop. The cost is $16 for TCG submissions and $20 for non-TCG. I'm not sure what that. I don't do PSA too much, so I'm not sure what non-TCG, I guess sports cards. So yeah, you can do sports cards. In my head, when I think non-TCG, I'm thinking like comic books, freaking, sealed game cartridges, stuff like that. But it's probably sports cards, because PSA I don't think does comics and cartridges, shit like that. The guaranteed return time is 9 weeks. That part I don't like. 9 weeks. Oh, that seems a little bit long. Especially if you just do it yourself. I know some people like, it's confusing to package my cards in order, the order that I listed them in, and send them out. Whatever. I know, we're all on the spectrum. All right. So, $16. I heard that, if you submit cards on your own, so here we're going to get into what I kind of like about it, if this is the case with them. If you submit cards on your own, so like, there's different value brackets, and then they start charging you more for submission. So, would it be $16 across the board? That's my question. And I'm not going to do the research because I'm not going to do this personally. So is it $16 across the board no matter what the value of the card is here now? If so, that would be the benefit of using GameStop to grade your first edition Shadowless Charizard. Because at least from what I understand from PSA, like I said, I'm a CGC guy. It's flat rate all the time. The only thing that changes the price is how many cards you submit at one time. That could change the price, or how fast you want it done, or if you want a freaking photo report and all that type. That's the only things that are like adding price to your submissions. From what I hear for PSA, it's different. If your card ends up being worth however the frick much after it's graded, they're gonna upcharge you some amount. So through GameStop, does that eliminate that? If you do know that, comment that down below. But that is, if they don't, that is a really good reason to use the service. 9 weeks is kind of, we're in the hurry the F up stage of the society these days. 9 weeks, my pizza's gonna get cold. So that's a little bit of a issue that I have, timing wise. Now the only other thing is, look, it's a good concept, like I said. If it's that price flat out, that's decent. If you're too dumb to package your own stuff and mail it out, perfect. $16 each card. Go submit that shit, right? Get it done. Wait your 9 weeks, potentially, or less, and get your cards back. Now, here's where I take issue with the whole thing is that GameStop, at least where I'm at in Vegas, so like you might live in like, trustworthy USA, but here in Vegas, I would not trust not a one of these tweakers that they hire at GameStop to submit my cards or potentially steal my cards. So there's a trust barrier now, especially if you live in a place where people are just scummy, or if for a fact that the GameStop employees are garbage in your area. GameStop, it's not like GameStop's like hiring top tier dudes, at least here. They might hire nice people where you're at, but in Vegas, you're getting the cruddiest, grimiest. And this is how I know, because look, when I first started dealing with GameStop, as far as Pokemon goes, was when 25th anniversary celebrations was coming out. This is when I was first getting into the whole YouTube stuff as well. And I went out to GameStops to try to find a UPC. And this is when I learned that the employees here in this state, in this city, are basically keeping the product for themselves. So they're already being dishonest. They're not allowed to do that. I already called GameStop corporate, so don't sit here and tell me that they can. They cannot. They cannot hold items for themselves, especially something like that. I already called GameStop. I already had the conversation. They're not allowed to do that. So don't say that. Just because they told you, just because the employees told you they can do it, doesn't mean that that's not against the corporate rule. So, during that situation with celebrations, they were taking all the UPCs. Because I went around to each GameStop in town. Because I was finding out who had what, who was getting what in, what was going to be late, all this and all that. And hindsight, all the people who were saying, oh no, the UPCs were lost in the mail, those guys stole every single one of them. Other ones were saying, oh, we're getting only 2 in. And then the day of, I go wait in line. I'm second in line. So I'm like, yes, I'm getting one of these 2. They open the store, say, oh, there's only 1. I saw both of them the day before. They had them already. So they lied. Somebody kept them, or one of them. And the ones that were saying, oh, they're lost in the mail, they should be here, but they're lost in the mail, FedEx or whoever the hell's dropping them off, must have stolen them. No, you did. You got them already. You had them. You stole them. So, dishonest employees, that's one of the biggest things that's going to prevent people from using this service. And a lot of why is because they don't vet people properly. It's all DEI hires and stuff like that. Like, you're not getting people that you can trust. All right? You're hiring people just because it looks good in the social justice world. You're hiring those kind of people. And it's the truth. Sorry if it hurts your feelings. But there's just certain people that steal shit. And no, it's not a color-based thing, because these people were all different colors. They were just a class of fucking trash. It's class. Okay? These are all the people that, they have German roaches. Their fucking apartments constantly smell like dirty socks and weed. And there's grimy shit all over the floor. They don't know how to mop. And their kitchen sink is always full of shit. So these are who I'm talking about. These are the people that are underpaid, and you want to trust them with thousands of dollars worth of your cards? No, not gonna happen. That is the one thing that is preventing me from ever considering a GameStop service, is that their employees are trash. In most cases here in Vegas, they're all trash. They're all trash. None of them are trustworthy whatsoever. I've probably ran into two out of... I've been to every single GameStop in Vegas. I've been inside of every single GameStop, and there is a lot of GameStops in Vegas. Only two. Okay? You can look up how many GameStops there are in Vegas. There's a lot. There's some GameStops within like less than half of a mile of each other. That's how many GameStops there are. There's a lot of GameStops, and I don't know why. If you want to Google Vegas, go look at GameStop over on Sunset and Marks. You'll see two GameStops like right like this on the maps. Do it. We have too many, and they're all full of shitty people. They smile in your face. They act nice. They put on the whole thing. Everybody does that. Anybody in a customer service realm puts on a face. That's not who they really are. Super friendly, nice. I'm not even like that. I go door to door, and I'm super duper customer service at the door. But once I'm done, I'm back to me. And let's all be honest with each other and ourselves. Now, that's how it is. The whole world plays pretend with each other. It's like we're all lying to each other with the same lie. Why can't we just all be dickheads to each other like we want to be? So that way we know who we're dealing with realistically, and you don't end up getting your stuff stolen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much else to it, really. Like, I know I'm making a long ass video out of it and I'm ranting, but it's $16. And I think they charge for the freaking the rigid cases 25 cents each. The semi-rigid top loaders, whatever, card savers. So they're supposed to not handle your cards. You're supposed to top load them and stuff like that in the semi-rigids. But I guarantee you everybody's going to be different. Some people are going to want to manhandle your cards for you. They're not going to want to wait around for you to freaking fidget with all your stuff. And so that's another reason why I wouldn't want to use the service as well, because everybody puts their own spin on how their job has to be done. Sure, like if you watch Leonhardt's video, that guy was cool and all that. But not everybody's that way. Especially in certain cities. So, huge caution. Do not. I would never put my most valuable possessions in the hands of a GameStop employee. That's all I want to say. And that's the PSA for PSA at GameStop. LameStop. I don't give a fuck. I'll use their name. But whatever. So, with that being said, that's your 10 cents from 10. Alright? If you like this video, subscribe. Hit that like button. Comment on all the topics I was talking about. If you disagree or agree, or whatever the case may be, go ahead. My channel's free speech. You can have any opinion you ever want in my comments. You're not going to get deleted or whatever the hell. Everybody can have their opinion. We're all supposed to be adults. We're childish as fuck, but we're adults. So with that, we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate everybody. Peace out. Do not grade with LameStop. Please don't. It's dangerous. Not with underpaid employees. Don't do it.